Recording is on.
Oh, wow. My hair's at my best too. Wow. Oh,
I'm going to share my screen.
okay.
And, oh, no, that's not what I want to do.
Oh, that's perfect.
Cancel share. Sorry.
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
spotlight me.
Wow.
And so now you can see me.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you the end result. Well, it's almost done, but not quite. So this is an example of what your end result
Wow.
could be. So you see the pear is fragmented, and you know it's got little pieces of pear.
I love it. Yep.
It's repeated. It's got some funny shapes in the back. In here at the bottom, you can see it's got different zones, but the colors are pretty close together, so it's not obvious that there are different zones.
Now, what colors did you use for that?
That's a good question. So I used the Indian yellow,
Yeah.
red, orange,
Yeah.
and turquoise.
Nice.
So turquoise and red, orange are complementary colors.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also use the Indian yellow. It's the harmony number 4, complementary and a half. And you know the other colors that I have, like this is a combination of red orange with a little bit of turquoise in it. This is turquoise with a little bit of red orange in it.
Wow.
Excuse me. And down here, these are also a combination of colors. So here I started with the yellow, and then I added some turquoise, but the yellow with the turquoise gives me some kind of a green.
Yeah, it did. Looks nice here. I love the blue.
Yes. So this is how I started. So first I had a drawing of a symbol object. In this case, it was a pear with a little leaf. Oh no, that one, I actually used a different pear. I used this pear. So I used this pear.
Oh, I love that one. They're always different.
Yeah. So I used this pear, and I traced, excuse me. So I traced the contour on a tracing paper.
Yeah.
Like something like this. Well, this is the example with the other pear, but so I only do the contour. I don't do, you know, all the detail of all the shading in the middle or anything. Just the contour.
That's the pear that has the leaf on the right.
Right. But it's this is a similar example. Once I have this, then I use it. Oops. I use it to create a cubist drawing of the pear. So once I have traced it, I turn it over, trace it on the back, turn it forward. So now I can trace this onto my paper. And
when you trace it, when you turn it over and trace it, you trace it on something hard. So you can
trace it, yes, onto my book.
Okay. Yep.
So I don't trace it on the canvas. I trace it onto my book. And then I trace it and I trace it and I trace it, and I get something like this. I don't know if you can see it.
Yep.
Because I repeat the shape and I repeat the shape. This is another example. It's darker.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So now you can see
so
this
you
one.
Take your tracing and you kind of move it around and make a design out of it, a cubist design.
Right. Right. Exactly. And today when I was in, excuse me, but when I was in class today, this is the example that I did with the leaf.
I like the differences in them. They're all different. I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yep. So now I get it.
Once I have done this drawing, I take a fresh piece of tracing paper and I trace the new drawing on a tracing paper.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then turn it upside, you know, turn it around,
Do it on
trace
your
the
house.
back of it,
Yeah,
and then trace it like this. I mean, turn it like this and then trace it onto either canvas or canvas
Paper.
pad or acrylic paper.
yep,
Then I choose my colors. So using the color wheel, oh, which I forgot upstairs.
mine's upstairs.
Anyway, choosing the color wheel, using the color wheel and the color harmony number 4. Then I choose 2 complementary color
Mhm.
plus another one, like a half of one.
Now, when you say color harmony number 4, what's that?
I need to go and get it upstairs.
All right, it's on
You
the
know
chart.
those little round things that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
has just little things cut out so
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
turn it around?
Yeah,
So
okay,
that's a color harmony.
okay, all right. Okay,
So then after I've traced it onto my acrylic paper, I chosen my 3 colors. I mix these 3 colors on my palette. So in this example, I have red, green, and blue. And then once I've done that, then I paint a first layer over everything.
mm-hmm,
So I have the green,
mm-hmm.
the blue, and the red, and it's very, very, very watery. This is green here. So this went from blue to green. Here at the bottom, I have the blue.
Oh, yeah.
Then I have some red.
That's
This is
acrylic?
green.
It's acrylic?
This is acrylic, yeah.
Wow. Almost
So
looks
that
like water.
I mixed it with a lot of water and medium just to do a
That's a
first
good-
layer. So if I go close, you can see the colors.
Oh, they're beautiful. I like it. I love them.
Yeah. And then here at the bottom, I don't know if you can see, but it goes from blue to green.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is just a first layer. Then once I've done a first layer with the colors everywhere, then I go back with the second layer. And this is why this pair is green darker and the blue here.
It's darker.
Because I went for the second layer.
Okay.
And then you build, and then eventually you get with very true colors, like on this example, because this has probably 5 or 6 layers on it.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's why
Already.
I see the brush strokes don't really show.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit, yeah.
Because it's got a lot of
A
layers.
lot of layers on
And
it.
in this, see here, I went and I mushed it all together.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
And
that.
here I
Purplish.
went from red to
Green, like a green.
turquoise, but turquoise and from yellow to turquoise, and because yellow and turquoise makes green, that's why I get green.
Pretty green, dark green. I like it.
Yeah.
A lot. Looks good.
This
Oh,
is
God.
not finished yet, but it gets to a point where it's like this and you have to decide, okay, so what do I need to do next?
Yeah,
But this is on the 3rd class.
Okay. Okay.
So today
It's
you
a
want to
sketch.
do your drawing
Yeah.
and do your composition to get something like this and trace it onto tracing paper and onto your canvas.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Okay.
Any
All right.
questions?
No, I'll ask as I go along. Are you gonna work on yours or what?
I'm sorry?
Are you gonna work on your,
Well, I have
Okay.
stuff to work on, so that's what I'm gonna do.
all right.
Because
Okay.
this one, these ones here are good at this point because I can use them to do
Yeah.
the demonstration next week and the week after that.
Okay.
But I
sounds
have
good.
other stuff to work on, like for example, I had started to work on this little watercolor
Oh,
with a,
now, was that a picture you saw somewhere?
no, picture in my head.
In your head? Oh my God. I love that. I love
It's-
tricks.
It's nice. I'm
Yeah.
having some fun with my watercolors.
Yeah, you are. You're doing a lot more, I
Yeah.
think.
But
Awesome.
see, I have these too, these examples.
Oh, yeah,
It's
for the
cool.
houses.
Yeah, and then there's this one,
Oh,
and then there's this one with the horse.
so you take and pick and then just do it.
Well, this is like a Amica. They send me a card for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yep. They
So
have some
this
beautiful pictures.
is by artist Del Boree Back from Mystic, Connecticut. So I
Oh,
can't really reproduce this because it
No.
would be copying someone else's art, but I can get inspired.
sure, and make your own from
Yeah.
it. Really nice. I mean, that church is purple. It's perfect.
Yeah, that shirt is coming along nicely, but it's at a point where it could make or break.
Yeah, well, it'll make, knowing you, it'll make.
So I'm gonna stop the
Okay.
record. No, I'm gonna share my screen first. So you can see, can you see the
Yep.
pair now?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay. And well, since now you're gonna draw your pair, I'm going to stop the recording
Okay.
or pause it. If I can find it. Ah, here it is. Spotlight you so I can see. Oops, stop, no, oh, sorry. I stopped your video by accident, sorry. Can you just make it a little higher so I can see?
Sure.
Well, that's very nice, nicely done. Now, one thing that's important also is to indicate where the table, you know, the line for the table, because you want to have the curves of the pair, and you also want to have a line like the line that's in the back. So I'm going to
Okay.
share the photo again.
Yeah, I want to see the.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'm going to spotlight my book, so you can see my
Okay.
book right here.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, very good. And I also have my tracing of my pair.
Okay, I'm just getting my masking tape. Wait a minute. Okay. All right.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so I have the tracing of my pair on my paper, and I traced on the back of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can start. So how do I start? Well, I start with, basically, we'll just start, and I'll do a demonstration, like a 5-minute demonstration. Then after that, you'll be doing your thing, okay?
Yeah, I'd like to watch you though too to see your
Okay.
techniques.
Yes. So the first drawing could be just a pair like this, but you don't have to put it right in the middle. You can put it on the side like this, for example. So I'm just gonna trace my pair on my book, and sticking out outside of the page a little bit on the side, which is fine.
How is it staying in place so good?
I'm holding it with my hand here at the top.
Okay.
But
Good.
you can use tape. You can use tape to make sure it holds. So I can do this nice little leaf here. There. And
Yep.
I'm going to include this line here too. So now,
Yep.
cannot necessarily see it very well. I'm just going to trace, retrace on top just to be sure that you can see it in the video. So it's like this. So this is the first, and I'm making this line all the way to the end of the book here.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have my leaf. I mean, I can see it, but you probably could not see that I had traced it. Okay, so this is the leaf.
Yeah.
Now I have a first drawing of the pear. Not necessarily going to keep it like this, but now I want to do another version of it. So maybe I'll do, maybe I'll put it like this, or maybe right next to it, like this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do another tracing of the pear. Like so. This is my line. I'm not going to include the leaf this time. So this is
Okay.
my tracing like this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool.
So they're kind of like, it's like a repeat.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna do another one over here. Actually, you can put it upside down if you want.
I love this stuff.
You can do it like this, for example. So I'm gonna do it like this. Do this line, this line. Now we're not gonna keep everything, but you start by doing 2 or 3 drawing of your pear.
You mean you won't keep it all? No?
Now we're gonna erase certain lines
Oh, okay.
because we're gonna look at the negative space and see what we like.
Yep.
Keep that.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I love it. Yep.
Okay, so now we have this.
Alright.
And the end result will be that some parts will come forward and some parts will go in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And already I can see that I have too many lines, you know, it gets confusing.
Yep.
So perhaps I want, maybe I want this pair to be full. So
Okay.
therefore,
You gotta erase the other one.
I don't need this line.
Nope.
But perhaps I want this line, but not where it was.
Someplace
So
else.
it was originally like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I could move it in a little bit and up a little bit and do this. So now, see this pair starts here,
Yep.
continues here, continues down here.
Wow.
So that's
Nice.
interesting.
That's very interesting. I like it a lot.
Yeah. And so maybe I don't need this line here anymore, this one. Just this, but not this.
Nope. Oh, yeah.
So I've
Wow.
created a new space
Another
here.
pair. There's like a
Now-
pair there, pair there. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm not sure I like this shape here.
Yeah.
And this is a little bit too equal in terms of the width here.
Yep.
So I'm gonna vary this. Maybe I'll go like this. Let's see. Something like this might be interesting. So I'm gonna use a part of a pear. So I have this here now.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe now I don't need this.
No.
So I have this, I have this.
Now, they don't all have to be result in a pair, do they? Your design should result in either a pair one way or the other? Like,
Well, we're trying to use this as our inspiration, but
Right.
in some cases, it could be just a line that we add
okay,
to fracture a pair. For example, here we have these two. We could add a line like this, like a straight line. You can use your ruler to do this.
yep,
And now that we have the line here, then we can fracture these in a different way. So right now, it goes like this, but maybe I can lower this one, maybe like this, might be interesting.
Yeah.
So now I did this,
oh, yeah,
and so maybe I can erase this.
that one. Yeah,
So this goes here, and then it continues down here.
yeah, which is fractured, which is good.
But I have an X here, which is not always very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need this at all? I don't know. Maybe I don't. I can erase it if I don't like having erased it, then I can always do it again.
Yeah.
So that's what this is about. So you have to create your own universe. And when there
Okay.
is something you don't like, then you have
Get rid
to
of it.
see, okay, how do I address this?
Okay.
And I'll
All
show
right.
you my example one more time, or my two examples that I have created, just so you can see. Just gonna turn this over so you have a white page and you can see better. So this is the one that I came up with.
I like that.
Can't see the whole thing.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, this came out pretty good.
Yeah, I did.
And then I also did this other one here, which is
I
the
like
one
that one
that
too.
has the dark colors.
I like that a lot too.
Yeah. So now it's your turn to create your own universe.
All right, I gotta trace it first though, I guess. All right. I am in my own little universe. That's what one of them was.
So can you see the drawing now?
Yeah, I can. That's great.
Okay, that's good. So remember, you're not copying my drawing, but you can
No.
look at it for inspiration. Okay, I've started the recording now.
Oh, okay.
Sharing the screen.
I'll keep my big mouth shut.
Okay, so now we have many lines. This
Yeah,
is
we do.
becoming very interesting in terms of the overall drawing.
Okay.
One thing I'm going to point out is, for example, see here at the top,
Yep.
this line is in line with this other line here.
Yep.
So it would be more interesting if this line was like a little higher.
Okay.
So you can erase it and put it a little higher.
Okay.
So I can do that.
All right. I'm doing it right now. Okay.
Is it more interesting?
Right. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna make it a little bit higher.
Okay.
Okay.
And so here, okay, when you're ready.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, take
Okay.
your time. So here you have a little leaf.
Yep.
That, it's becoming, you have like a lot of smaller triangle and smaller, so you have to clean this up. Yep. And save only the lines that you want to save. So potentially, you could keep this, see this one here?
Yep.
But remove the other side.
Okay.
See what happens.
Oh, yeah. It opens it up more.
Yes.
Yep. I like that.
And so once you have done that,
Yeah,
then this line here, the one that's here.
Yeah.
So that probably needs to be removed also.
Okay.
So now you have kind of like new shapes.
Yeah, I do. Nice shape.
Yeah. And this here that goes. Yeah. So it's not complete, but you have to have it, touch somewhere. I don't know where. See this?
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe bring it up a little bit. Oh, my pen, where are my pencils?
You can bring it up, for example.
Yep.
All right, now, when you're done.
Yep, I'm done.
All right, so here in this pair up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the bottom of the other pair.
Right, but what's happening here is that we have this portion.
Oh, yeah.
This portion.
Yeah.
And also this other portion, and they're almost equal in size.
Yeah, they are.
So it would potentially make it a little bit more interesting if you kept only one of the two lines. And I'm thinking keep this one.
Yeah, me too.
And erase this one.
This one. Okay. Wait a minute now. Okay. Yeah, that looks better. Yep.
And now
Wow.
you have this here and this here, like this. It's
Yeah.
almost a repeat. But
Yeah.
you could remove this line here. Only in this part.
Only that part.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Looks better. It's not as busy.
Yeah. So what about the rest? So what about this here?
Let's see. Oh,
I like that this line here does not meet this line here.
yeah, I did that on purpose, but
Yes, that's good. So this one here, that's right under the leaf.
yep,
You need to remove this.
get rid of it.
Yeah, and also like this here. So
Okay.
all of this here. So keep this one.
Keep the one right under the stem.
Right, keep this
Okay.
one. Yeah. But the one that that gets to the stem like right like in the middle here, that's
Yep.
the one that's under the leaf like this, remove this.
Yep. Remove that. Okay.
And the one that's under the stem,
Yep.
you can have it touch this other line.
Which line? That line? Did I erase that line? I think I did.
Oh, you can retrace it.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Okay, now what do I do?
So here, in this section here,
Yep.
so you have this line that comes here, then you should have this line that comes from under the stem to here.
Yep. To there. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And so if we come down to the side here,
No, I gotta
you have this leaf.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I did that wrong.
Take your time. Take the time to do the correction that you need.
Okay. All right, now where?
So when we come here, we have this leaf.
Yep.
And I think you need to remove this line up here.
Okay.
And I'm not sure you need the leaf.
Okay.
Or one thing is sure is you should remove this up
Yep.
here.
I did.
And if you keep the leaf, then maybe you could repeat the leaf again, right next to it.
That's a good idea because I like the leaf, but I think another one would look good.
Yeah,
that's a good
like a shadow. So it wouldn't be another complete leaf.
It would be half of it.
Partial.
That's a great idea. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And so up here, like down here at the bottom, I know this is the stem.
I have a lot of those. I seem to have too many of those.
Yeah. But I know this is a stem, but I want you to make it and only keep one of the two lines of the stem.
Okay. Take off the top one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So where are we at? I think I need to see it now.
Okay. Can you see it?
Well, you need to show me.
Oh, you mean you didn't imagine it in your mind and memorize everything? Wait a minute. What's upside? This goes this way.
Oh, I can't see a thing.
Closer or farther?
Yeah, it's really hard to see.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do it darker?
Well, I think you need to send the photo again
Okay. Yeah, it is hard to see on the computer.
first. Share my screen.
Bill.
Okay,
Oh,
so here we are. Can you see this?
yeah, and there's something wrong. That left side looks like a big boob.
The
See it?
left side looks like what?
Like, right, go down, go, yeah, a big boob. There's
This?
nothing there. Yeah, there should be something else there.
All right, so one thing that I want to say is this shape here, this
Yeah,
is a very nice shape. I like this.
all right, maybe when it's
See-
painted, it will look different.
But what I would do is, so let's see, I'm gonna take this and go like this. So what I would do is, I think what you need to do actually is this. So I'm gonna try to show you.
Okay.
So this boob here,
Well,
you can have it go like this. Do you
oh,
see? Is it dark enough?
yeah, I can see. Wait a
Maybe I
minute.
should do it a little darker.
Oh, you put a line there. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. So this, I'm gonna make it a little thicker so you can see it better. So
Oh, yeah.
put a line here. Okay, I'm making it darker, but you don't have to make the line this dark, but I'm just wanting to make sure that you could see it.
I see it. I like it.
And then,
Wait a minute now, let me just get that line. Yours is better, that line. I want to make it sort of like yours. It's like a smile.
and you can erase the line that's under if you don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
So let's erase this then. There.
Yeah.
So I've erased it. Now, this leaf here, we don't need it to be a leaf. So we can either keep this line or this line.
I think I'm going to get rid of the bottom line.
The bottom one, that's what I would say. So like this, we're just gonna remove this.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice little design there.
So now we have this design, and so you have this that's gone. Now this leaf here at the top,
Yeah,
it looks, see, it needs to be attached
just something.
to something. And what I would like you to do, because this area here, Leslie, this area, it's a little bit too much of a long thing that's just, doesn't have real shape.
It's like dangling.
Right.
Yeah.
So you could use your pear and create some kind of an arch, maybe that goes like this. So let me see if I can make this arch.
Wait a minute, Bella.
So you need to use your stencil, but you could create an arch that maybe goes like this.
From the bottom of the pear, maybe.
Yes, but don't make sure it doesn't connect to this line. You just want to create a new line.
Okay. All right.
And then you could reuse that same shape to go like this. So now,
yeah,
you don't need this line anymore.
Nope.
And you have like a new shape that you've created here. And you don't need this line here either.
Bella, be quiet. Belly, have your bone. Put that there. So I'm erasing.
So here you have the leaf.
Yeah.
And you don't have any lines underneath it except this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna send this to you after.
Oh, okay. That'll help. Bella, I'm almost done. It's like having a child.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So you like the effect of, where is it?
Come here, come see me. Come here. This is kind of blah, right?
So you like the effect of this here, right?
Yeah, that, I like the effect of the one that has like leaves. Is there another? Yeah, that, yes, I do. That's it.
Okay. So if you want to create this effect, I would have to do a demonstration in my book rather than in here, and then you can try it afterwards.
Okay.
So now this here, I'm not sure if I would keep this whole thing. I think this line here, let me see. So this line here, I
Yeah,
think you don't need it.
okay.
And I think what you need to do is you need to turn it upside down.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can do this in this, but I'm going to save it.
okay.
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 I'm gonna get out of here. And this one is the one. And I'm going to rotate it. So now we have this. Somewhat interesting.
All right, wait a minute, I gotta find that one. It's upside down. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. I just don't have that.
Yeah.
Background, that's why.
So that might be interesting to have it upside down.
Yeah, I think it looks better upside down.
Yeah, it could also be on its side. It doesn't have to be absolutely, you know,
I like it upside down.
but I think upside down is good.
Yeah. Now, can I get a copy of that?
Yes, I will send you a copy of that.
All right. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And I'm looking here at your little leaf.
Yep.
So is this the second one that's right next to it?
No, that's the one you said to not have a whole leaf. Put something beside it. Put
Yeah.
another half a leaf.
Okay.
I did that myself. I hand did it.
Okay. So I'm going to stop the share.
Okay.
All right. So to create the effect that you want, that you like this. To create, actually,
Yeah, it's like
this here that you
Yeah.
like, right?
Yep.
So basically what I did is I had a pear,
Oh, yeah.
and then I drew another pear and another pear. So anyway, let me do it on here. So this example, so I had a pear. This is bigger than my other one. Actually.
Yeah.
Let me do it with my smaller pear.
Okay.
I use this pear to do this.
Oh. Jay, she's trying to go out the front door here.
So first,
I don't know.
I went around
What do you want to do?
and I traced my pear.
Yep.
Just make sure that you can see it. I'm going to trace on top. That's how it is. All right, so that's my pear. I traced, and then I traced another one, like below. Maybe I'll just go like this because otherwise it's not tracing very well. So I traced another one a little lower and sideways. Like so.
Make sure you have a towel. Oh, yeah.
So now can you see?
Yep.
I'm just tracing it darker so that you can see better. But when you're doing it, you don't have to necessarily do it very dark.
Okay.
All right, so I have my two pairs.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to do a third pair, and this time create the intersection to create this thing here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking my pair again. Now this way, this time I'm putting it this way, like
Yep.
this.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yep.
And it just happened. It's not because I tried to
was
do it,
really nice.
but it became very nice, a nice thing.
Yeah.
Now
Oh, wow.
tracing it like this one. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Well, where's my eraser? Where's my eraser when you need it?
I know. I hate when I can't find that.
Okay, I'm just going to use this one because I don't know what I did with it. But you can see it has created this thing that we were looking for.
Yep. And you're
Right
erasing
here. So now all I have to do is
erase.
erase these
Oh, I
two,
love that.
and I have it right here.
I have a spot for that, I think. I have like a little blank space over here that I might put that there.
You could. And, you know, like right now, I think it's a little too high, and it divides a little bit into like equal space, which is not something that I like. So I can lower it if I want to. Let's see. I can lower it if I want to by going like this, for example. A little lower.
Yep.
Might be more interesting. So basically, I can just trace this part of the pair. Don't have to trace everything. Maybe that might be a little bit more interesting. I don't know. So I have to try. It's trial and error.
Yep. I just love that part of it, though.
Yeah, it just came out, you know. There.
Yeah. Perfect. Love it.
Now there's this little thing here. And I actually like the fact that now it's fragmented.
Yeah.
Not together.
Cubist.
Yes, it's cubist. Now I want to show you another thing about the leaf. So with the leaf, there's the stem and there's the leaf, like this.
Mm-hmm.
So can't really see very well. I'll just trace it again so you can see. So this is my leaf, the stem. And I didn't try to connect it to anything because what I want to show you what I meant by trying to do another one right next to it. So for example, I'm going to go like this.
You should use the leaf. Okay.
With the leaf.
Just do one side.
So now I have another one like this.
Yeah. So I should use the leaf I drew, not hand draw it. Yeah, I agree.
See how it's interesting? It becomes very interesting.
Different than mine. Okay. So I'll do that over with the real leaf. Okay.
Yeah. So now I want to also show you something else that I explained the others this afternoon. So to fragment a paint, like an object, there are different ways that you can do it. So let's say you have a pear.
Yeah.
Like this.
Mm-hmm.
You could fragment it by drawing a line, like a straight line like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then this portion, you just, like you could just make it lower. So instead of where it is, you would do it like this. And so now the pear would be fragmented
Yep.
this way. So
Love
that's
it.
one way you can do
Oh,
it.
yeah. So is mine fragmented enough?
You could do a little bit more fragmentation. Now,
Okay.
this is one way to fragment. I'm going to show you a second way to fragment. So you could have a pear, it's like this. But you can fragment with like a space in between, like this, for example. So then, in this space, there's no pear.
It's just the line.
Yes, and
All right.
when you paint it, then you're gonna just add another color. Now you could also decide that this portion that's here at the bottom, and that actually it's this whole portion, right?
Yep.
That you put it up here. So let's say it would be going like this.
She's barking. Jay, she's barking. Sorry.
See?
Oh, wow.
So now you have the pear here and it continues up here.
So it's distorting it. It's
Right.
distorting it is what
Right.
you're doing.
And then another way to fragment an object would be, so let's say you have a pear like this. So you could do like something that fragments it with a wedge, like this, for example.
Now I can just draw that on. I don't need to use my
Yes.
picture,
And
right?
you can use your ruler to do this if you want.
Yep.
So if you have a wedge like this, then this
Yep.
portion could be down here, for example,
Yep.
instead of where it is.
She's barking, Jay. Raining. Oh my God.
We're recording this, Leslie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that's one way where, you know, where, I mean,
like
of course, I just drew it, but you'd have to retrace. So when you trace, you retrace.
Excellent. Okay.
This is
I
another
will-
way. And now I'd like to finish by showing you a few of the definition of Cubism. So the definition of Cubism it's a style of painting that was developed in the early 20th century. It was actually in 1907 that it started. And it was invented by two artists. Do you know who they are?
I want to say Picasso, but he did
Yes.
Oh, really?
Pablo Picasso was one of them. And the other one was Georges Braque. Braque. B-R-A-Q-U-E.
Oh, wow.
George
Okay.
Braque. So the definition is that they brought different views of subjects together in the same picture, resulting in painting that appears fragmented or abstracted.
Okay.
So now I'm going to share my screen and show you. I mean, you've seen them before, but we're going to look at a few.
Oh, wow.
So this is the one that I actually showed everybody today.
That is incredible.
Oh, oops. What did I do? Ah, here it is. This one.
That one.
So this is called The Girl with a Mandolin.
Pablo Picasso, huh? Wow.
Yes. And this is in black and white almost, you know, very tonalist. But basically, it was meant to represent on a 2D, on canvas, an object, or in this case, a person that could be viewed from different angles,
Wow.
but represent all of this on one flat surface.
What did he paint it with?
Oil?
Oil?
Oil. Yeah, acrylic was not invented until the 1950s or so.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So other examples of Cubism. I'm going to show one of my.
I really like that one though.
I'm going to show one. Well, like there's some abstract stuff like this. or like this.
Oh, wow.
This is somewhat beautiful, actually.
It really is. And I'm not a Cubist lover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I can show you one of mine.
these are not ones I've seen. So,
Mm. One of mine, I guess the best way to show you would be to go here and go
oh, I
to,
like,
and oh, this one. So I forget which one it is. I think this is gonna work.
go. I hate when that happens.
Here it is. So this is one of my paintings.
You did that?
Yeah,
Oh, I like that one.
this is 2 feet by, no, 3 feet by 4 feet, very large. I sold it,
Wow. How
but
long did you
it's
do
called
that?
Broken Fiddle, but can you see how everything
Yeah.
is fragmented?
Yeah, it's not all one. Wow. And the way you fragmented it with the blue on the left-hand side here is incredible. That one looks like wood or whatever you want it to be, but you fragmented that whole area there with one line, blue.
Yeah, and then the scroll here,
Yep.
and the scroll appears here again. So
Did you draw the mandolin, hand draw it, or did you get it from a picture or?
no, I actually went to see a band play,
Oh,
and
wow.
there was a fiddle player. So I took a couple of photos of the fiddle player, and then I used that. I did a drawing from my photo.
Yep,
Then I compose it into this.
that's excellent.
So this, yeah. Do you see how like there's depth? There's like almost like
Yep.
it's
Yep.
three-dimensional almost.
This is lacking that a lot. So I have a good basis, but I've got to fragment it more. I agree. Do you think it's a good basis for a